Welcome, everybody. It's Wednesday night, and we're here to talk about all things World Powerhouse Wrestling. Your hosts, executive producer Jason Halbert, World Powerhouse Wrestling head referee Sherman Tank. This is Shane Jones, and we're bringing to you Beyond the Curtain.
Hey, welcome everyone to another hopefully thrilling episode of Beyond the Curtain. I guess. What is this, number 4?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Quattro.
I am your host and executive director of this hot mess, the one, the only, Jason Halbert. Thank you. I still have my in-studio crowd. I mean, the COVID numbers are going way up, but not in my area, so we're good.
He keeps them trapped in the basement.
Hey, trapped, I mean, whatever. Joined, but where did he go? There he is.
In your basement as well?
No, God, no.
I am trapped in his basement.
Joined, unfortunately, by the one, and thank God there's only one, Sherman Tank.
Hello. Rude.
Not rude. Hey, they just, are speaking the truth. That's all.
I like it.
It's not much different than on a show day.
Pretty much, yeah. And the third leg of the tripod, that would be you there.
Shane Jones here. Happy to hear from y'all. Working the board here. Got some comments already coming in. Angie Masters says hi. Rough Cut Rick Ruby.
What up, Rough Cut?
I can count to 4. I can count to more than 4. That's what you
debatable.
can count to. You know what? I can count to 4 without having to take any shoes and socks off, unlike you there, Ruby. So there you go.
Ooh.
Anyway. First off, hey, I'm glad that, you're here, you're enjoying this. If you enjoyed the show, hey, that's great, because I don't think it can get any worse. If this is your first time tuning in and you don't like the show, you can just click off of here and just go somewhere else, because we don't want to hear it. I'm kidding.
I pictured what you said in my head, and I'm like, 3, 2, 1, Bandhammer. That's what I was waiting for the whole time.
No. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Maddie Exodus is watching. Michael Lilly, the only true impartial referee in WPW. Joe Turpening. Who's that guy? Who's that Joe guy?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Joe somebody.
I don't know. Angie. Yep. Michael Lilly. There you go. So, hey, welcome everyone. So if you can't tell by the giant graphic on the screen that staring you right in the face, today is Veterans Day. So we want to send a special thank you to all the veterans out there that have served, currently serving, all that good stuff. So yes, this is for you. And stop. All right.
Wow.
That's for you guys. They're trained like that. And stop. And then they stop. Let's talk about our sponsors. Why not? We've got the Duke and Duchess of Bling, the $5 paparazzi jewelry stuff. I love that kind of stuff.
Of course you do.
Not really. I mean, it makes my wife happy when she comes to our wrestling shows because she usually buys a bunch of it. So hey, there you go.
I'm sorry about that.
And I do like them because you know why? Because they pay us money to come to our shows.
That's fair.
That's true.
So yeah, we do like them. Cindy's Glamorous Nails, the Color Street stuff. That's the nail polish sticker thingies that my wife has pretty much spent countless paychecks on. So there's that stuff too. And then Sarah Lopez.
Lopez?
Yes, exactly. Sarah Lopez and her Scentsy sales. That's the wax candle stuff, the candle wax, the scented stuff, the stuff that we usually need to light after Kyle leaves the room because there's just the stench that's hanging out there.
Why is everybody so rude to the Kyle guy? Like, I don't get it. Like, you guys are so hateful to this guy, and he shouldn't be because he does so much.
Don't leave Annoy Halbert all night. There's this little button I have here that boom, I don't even see the chat anymore, so I don't really care.
Tank was just talking about intern Kyle. A little bit later in the show, I've got some news about intern Kyle. Remind me, we'll get to that a little bit later.
I will pass. I don't know that I want to know.
Yeah, I might have internet issues when it gets close to that time.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid.
I was going to stay away, so I didn't have to hear, and that's not how you spell half. Have to hear Jason Halbert. but I wanted to see the actual great people of WPW. Well, can't help you there because we've got Tank and we've got Shane. I wouldn't go great. I wouldn't even go. I wouldn't even go decent people of WPW with you guys. Personally,
but you're right. Fantastic is the correct word.
I don't know if I go there. Not with you. Maybe Shane, not you. Anyway, Shane hasn't ticked me off enough.
Not yet.
No,
it's not over yet.
Yeah, give it a half an hour. We'll fix that real quick.
This Kyle guy worse than the Karen. I would have to agree with. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with Rough Cut Rick Ruby there.
Did he say worse than Karen?
Worse than a Karen. Yes, absolutely.
Wow, you guys are so rude.
Hey, one of my favorite clients, one half of the WPW World Tag Team Champion, Savage, is joining us. He's not nearly as scary as Ivan. I'm
not gonna lie, like that picture though, like one wrong move. Like look at that picture, like one wrong move and his nipples like all out there. That is a wardrobe malfunction waiting to happen.
That would be what you're looking at, bud.
Of course, yes. But yeah, so Savage, he, believe it or not, when it comes to the tag team and the Violators, there's a scary one, which is Ivan, and there's the less scary one, which is Savage. So, I mean, have you guys have you ever tried to talk to Ivan? It's scary. He's my client, and I'm still scared to death of the man.
Well, he is Russian. Are you sure he just doesn't speak the language?
Yeah, I mean, no comprehende español.
I mean, I don't know that it's Espanol.
Oh wait,
that he's
Ingles? Yeah, that one.
I don't know what it is in Russian. I don't know. I'm learning. Okay.
You need to learn faster because you need to control that man. I'm just saying. And
no, I don't.
Just so we're clear, Savage is probably the only person that I've been in the ring with that legitimately terrifies me. So I can actually, God, I'm gonna say this for 2 weeks in a row. I agree with Albert. Like he's terrified. Terrifying. That word.
The sun shines on a dog's rear end every once in a while.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm never gonna hear the end of that. Jesus.
Nope. Can we isolate sound yet on this? Can you isolate that where he just says, you know what, I agree with Albert. Can you do that?
I think you're gonna have to download it and cut the
okay, I'll take care of that. No problem. No problem.
It's gonna be a text tone for everyone before.
No problem. I can do that. So Tank is a wuss.
Whoa, wait, what?
Michael Lewis says Tank is a wuss. Let's see, what? Jason can actually learn something. Yeah, I can learn how to. Never mind. We're just gonna let it go. Russian taco, the worst idea ever.
Okay, I definitely thought it said street taco, and I was confused.
Yeah, don't talk about food with Tank around. We'll never get on the subject of wrestling all night.
Hey, to be fair, that's what took me until literally a minute and a half before we went on.
Yeah, we weren't sure if Tank was going to join us tonight. The countdown's going on. We've gone live, and we didn't have a third person in the booth tonight.
I thought maybe the show was going to be better. I mean, you never know.
More people will definitely tune in.
Power Wrestling News. Hey, guys. Hey, Power Wrestling News.
Thanks for joining us.
Do we know them?
There's a lot of things wrong with agreeing with
yeah, there's nothing. Absolutely. You know what? Shane, he makes. I like that kid. I like that guy.
No. I didn't like that kid. I don't like that kid anymore.
Well, that's fine. He doesn't like you either. So.
I mean.
Hey, the hardcore sheriff Andy's watching.
What? Hey.
Oh. Okay. Well then.
All right. Anyway.
6 times 8. Tank. Come on.
What?
Come on.
What is it?
Ruby wants quick. What's 6 times 8?
Math.
And you failed already.
I don't even know what the numbers were.
So anyway.
So I not to interrupt the fun that we're having here, but we are here to talk about World Powerhouse Wrestling. Well, and I thought we had some news for the people.
Yeah, I was handed something by Kyle the intern before he got fired.
Oh, you ruined the surprise for everybody.
Why you got to fire? What did he do?
You'd already kind of said something happened with Kyle the intern, and me and Tank had already said, we'd already alluded to it. Anyway, he may or may not be fired yet. I don't know. Anyway, unfortunately, it's a new Facebook fan page. That's where they are. Okay.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Unfortunately, the memo handed to me from Kyle the intern, we unfortunately are going to have to postpone our TV tapings this weekend due to the obscene rise in the COVID cases in the area, and none of us really want to take any chances.
Yeah, unfortunately, the numbers keep going up in the state and in different regions. And even though we had permission to give it a go in the building that we were going to tape in, WPW board just for everybody's safety, decided to push this back a little bit.
So we are going to attempt it again in about a month, probably mid-December. We'll get a date.
Tentative date.
Well, yeah. I think we have the tentative.
We have a tentative date.
I can't talk tonight, everyone. I mean,
obviously,
hey, there you
like,
go.
thank
Wow.
God,
Today,
somebody-
Junior.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's see here. We have a tentative date of what, December
12th, correct? Is that right? That sounds right.
December 12th? Yes.
Yeah.
As far as
Okay.
I know, December 12th is the planned date. Now,
Now
to
things
add
can
to that,
change. Things can change. So hold on. Don't.
Yeah,
If
sure.
we don't have a show on our Patreon page, I mean, don't get mad
It's
at me.
2020. You
Get
never
mad
know
at
what's
that
going
guy.
But
Right.
speaking
Man,
of our
I'm gonna
Patreon
say
page, just to let people know, to make up for the fact that we don't have the show that's going to be posted on there, we are going to dip into the archives. There are still some episodes
Ooh.
of Uprising from January and February that have not been released yet. Episodes that show Johnny Rocco winning the title from Playboy Double H. So the
Travesty.
AIWF World Cruiserweight Championship match that took place in WPW in February in Columbia, Illinois.
I
So we're
forgot
going to get
about
all of those produced and put together and put up for our fans on our Patreon page. That would be patreon.com/WPW.
That was a fun show there.
I forgot
Yeah.
about that AIWF.
Weren't you the referee in that
I
match?
was.
You
I
moron.
forgot about that match. Like, I didn't realize that was part of that show. But
Yeah, that match was one of the best matches I've seen in my experience with the company.
it was absolutely phenomenal, and it was that was, of all the things I've done, that was one of the probably coolest things to be a part of.
WPW is a great company. Absolutely right.
Well, thank you much, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably. I mean, we've seen Kit Reaver wrestle numerous times, and I mean,
Yeah.
I think that was by far his best match I've ever seen from him.
Oh, it was, yeah,
Absolutely.
it was all over the place. That was, if you watch one thing on that Patreon page, that the price of admission alone is worth that match. Are you drinking out of a jug?
No, it's a cup, and you can't really see it. There is
To be fair.
No,
I
it just
can't-
looks like ice.
Yeah, it's
Sure,
got
it is,
it's
so.
there's Vader on there. If I drink this down
Oh,
far
okay.
enough, you might be able to see the etched of glass etching of Darth Vader there. Because my wife had to sully my Empire Yeti cup with some nasty diet soda.
Oh,
So I'm like, I'm not.
I was so
didn't feel
sorry
like
to hear
washing it. Yeah, I know.
not
It's
really.
so
That's
gross.
what I drink. Do zero, man.
Anyway, so like we were saying, once we can get a show filmed, we're going to put it on our Patreon page, and the more money you pay to subscribe, the less likely we are to send you pictures of Kyle without a shirt on.
They're stockpiling.
They
We're
are.
just waiting.
How are we getting all these photos?
Well, Kyle the intern, how do you think he got hired? Someone over there on that side of the screen made him take naked photos
Whoa.
to get hired on. And
Ooh,
that's that
that's-
guy right there. That
Ew.
guy right there.
That's, oh gosh.
Yeah, I know, Mike. It was the Empire Cup she ruined. I know. Okay, so we had a format for tonight. Well, let me see if I can find it somewhere around here because I lost it. Yes, true or poo. Thank you.
Wait, what?
Our next segment we got coming up.
No,
true,
I knew. What
True or poo.
True or
So there's been a lot of argument trying to name the segment. Originally called it Fact or Fiction.
I
Albert
just
liked
went
going
fact
with
or
true
crap.
poo. Yeah. So
I
I
like
went.
true or poo.
I went fact or crap, but
fact
I mean,
or crap.
true.
We can change it to that. That can be edited.
See, fact or poo just doesn't sound good. True
True
or
or poo does, but fact or crap sounds good. Anyway, whatever. This is a new segment we're pulling out, and we're gonna kind of. Well, I don't know if it's really new. We did a
We
couple
did a
of
little
these
bit of
last
it
week.
last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is where I have some predictions for the upcoming year for WPW, and I'll read that prediction, and we all say whether we think that there's even just a little bit of truth in it, or if it's just complete crap, nothing true whatsoever in it. Easy enough?
Sure, why not?
All right. Well, let's go with the first one. Jason, you're gonna love this.
Oh boy.
WPW needs a new CEO.
That's going to be a big, that's a poo there. That's
I-
definitely a big poo. I should be the last CEO. I've been the greatest, the longest running, and everything else in WPW, and we have thrived under my leadership. So, no, we don't need another one. Hi, Ricky Cruz.
I heavily disagree with that. I think that there is some room for some new CEO blood. Somebody hopefully with a little less bias than that guy.
Biased? What are you talking about? I made
Or-
the company money, and I expanded the company, and I made this company great.
You almost said it.
So, I am going to go with
Dun, dun, dun.
Pooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
Yay.
agreeing with Jason on this one, but not for the reason that he would think. I don't think we need another CEO. I don't think we need somebody that has that much power and influence to go to their head and run things just for their own ego.
It
We might-
had no ego to it.
We might need somebody we need a matchmaker. We need somebody who can set the matches so that people come to watch the shows, and that's it. The power stripped from them from above that by the WPW board. I don't think we need another CEO because I think it's just bad things happen when you give somebody that much power. Right, Jason?
I mean,
No, absolutely. I mean, didn't go to my head not once. You know.
ooh.
Oh, there you go. There he goes. Yeah, some of the things I should be CEO again. You know, I'm just saying. Last 100% true. Can't get any. Hey, you know what? Screw you. Oh,
I mean,
there you go. Lily thinks he should be the new CEO.
Ooh.
I heard
Powerful.
Mr. GQ thinks Jason is the best thing going. Damn right I am.
Yeah, he's right. The best thing going out the door.
Shut up. WPW needs to let the position go, free up room in the salary cap. Well, I mean, I've seen how much. Yeah, there you go. I've seen how much some of you guys get paid. We could just cut some of the fat out of the locker room to make up for CEO pay. So I mean,
Or give Jason Halbert a few less jobs.
Or I mean, absolutely not. But I mean, hey, whatever. You know, I'm just saying, if anyone, if they're gonna fill the position, or if they're maybe gonna go, you're out with the matchmaker. Hey, I'll just throw my name in the ring too, because
No.
I mean, no one can make a match better than this guy here.
All right. Moving on. True or poo?
Every time. The 12-year-old in me just giggles. I don't know why.
Katie Dream is a future women's champion.
I'll go true.
You go true. Why do you think that?
So, I've seen her hold her own against men. I've seen her hold her own against women. She's definitely applying her craft all over the place and has done a whole lot to improve. So I definitely can see that sometime down the road.
Jason?
Yep. Well, I was gonna let you go, ladies first.
All right. Okay, I'll go.
Whoa!
Age before beauty.
If you'd have asked me that question a month and a half ago, I would have probably said maybe kernel of truth in there way down the road. But I've been watching the WPW training center. I've been seeing her in there working, getting better. And I watched her compete at a show called Girl Fight a few weeks ago, and she took on one of the toughest women that I've ever seen in the ring, a girl by the name of Mickey Knuckles. And this is a girl who regularly does death matches with men.
Ooh.
And Katie didn't win the match, but she went toe-to-toe with this extremely tough woman in the ring. And I mean, gave just as much as she got and came so close to victory. I would say with what I saw there, you have somebody who's a champion in the making.
All right.
Your opinion doesn't matter, Halbert. We're already 2 up. So
we're not. It's not like it really matters here anyway. You know, I'm gonna have to piggyback off what you said a little bit. If you would have asked me a year ago, I don't know about that. But now, I mean, she obviously took time during the quarantine to train, and yeah. I mean, who did she fight at the last show? Captain COVID. That's right.
yeah, she fought.
And I'm pretty sure
A relative unknown, a Halbert signee.
Captain COVID.
I mean,
So it's all. So wait. Is it true that Captain COVID is now Halbert's fault? Can we say that?
No.
That COVID's Halbert's fault.
No.
COVID is Halbert's fault. When?
No, that's poo.
That's a fact.
Let's see. I didn't even see half of those you put up there because I was defending. Let's see here. He helped train Katie. She has a bright future. Yes, she does. True, she's amazing, and the new moves that she has been showing is amazing. I can't argue too much with that.
A lot of support there for Katie Dream.
All right.
Next. Let's see here. Got a whole list of them here.
It's really not that big.
Yeah, well, we've kind of alluded to this one, but it's worth bringing up again. There's tension in PYT.
Poo. Absolutely not. Why? Okay, once again, why are you stirring the pot, and why are you trying to get stuff?
I'm not stirring the pot. Well, I am a bit, but
Yeah, you are, because
I am.
you're
Because
still
it's
alluding
there.
to all that.
Because people keep denying it, and it's there. You saw the look on Playboy's face.
Yeah.
He covered it up. He's saying that it's not a big deal, that he's happy for his friend Reed Rain, who, by the way, breaking news, will be our guest next week, the WPW champion.
About time we get someone in here, with some talent.
But Playboy acted like he was happy.
He was
for him,
perfectly
but you
okay
could
with
see
it.
the look on his face. He thinks he should be the champion.
Wait.
When he was our guest.
Hold on here. So you think that it's impossible for Playboy to be happy because the belt is still within PYT. But last week when we had Johnny Rocco on, you thought it was completely, understandable that as long as the belt was with the Silver Mountain Mafia, that was an okay thing. And what the hell are your dogs doing behind you?
I don't know. It was a dog. I didn't realize that the camera was pointing directly at the dog. If the dog is my wife, I need a green screen. Holy
I quit.
crap.
We're done. See you guys later. Anyway.
My bad.
So, but no, you thought it was quite plausible that Johnny Rocco could be like, you know what? Hey, as long as it's in with PYT or Silver Mountain Mafia, it's okay. But you don't think it's possible for PYT to do that?
But okay, hold on. In Shane's defense here, Playboy has literally, and I have seen this firsthand, we all have, centered PYT to protect himself.
Isn't that what Johnny Rocco said he did too?
No, he paid people to protect him. That's what you do,
And
Howard.
I don't believe
Oh,
that
but I'm not a wrestler.
Rocco would have been okay with another member of the Silver Mountain Mafia holding the title either.
No,
he believes he's the centerpiece of that group and that the title should be his.
But he'll own it, whereas Playboy won't.
There's. Oh, it got really quiet. Can you guys hear me?
Absolutely.
Okay, there we go.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
Unfortunately.
Somebody hit that mute.
Or Ben. But
not yet. Not over yet.
Anyway, no, it's quite possible that's exactly what's going on. As long as, because it's back with PYT, that's all that really matters. That's all that matters.
You cannot convince me that this thing is not a ticking time bomb. It's going to blow up at some point.
I'm going true and agreeing with Shane.
Whatever. You know what? And when everything works out just fine, I'll just be there to, I'll be the guy in the back room saying, told you so.
All right. Last one for tonight. The Fam should get the next tag title shot for the WPW tag team titles.
Okay, if you want to see him be, annihilated and, watch the Violators, whip the absolute living crap out of them. Okay. Do I think they're going to beat the Violators? Hell no. That's poo.
What, two-time tag team champions?
Let's.
And by the way, only lost that last match because for some reason, Alex Steele couldn't be there, and Marcellus Knyght had to take on the Violators by himself.
Hey, that's how the match was booked. That's how it happened. I had nothing to do with it.
It wasn't booked that way, but that's what happened.
That's how it ended up at the end of the night. That's how it was booked at the end of the night. So there you go.
The Savage says no.
I'm gonna answer that one. I'm gonna go first. So yeah, I completely.
Well, you would
agree.
go second because I already, said no.
Nobody listens to your opinion.
I don't need you.
So it. Wait. Again. So hold on.
I agree with Rick Ruby.
They never officially had, they never lost their tag titles. Somebody, Halbert, stripped them of the tag titles
because they hadn't been defended in over 30 days.
But you know what? That's another subject for another day. They never officially lost them. One of them manages to almost defeat your clients.
Not almost.
Yeah, that was a pretty close match.
You must have been watching something different.
And with both of them, I think that they might actually be able to get the job done. So I 100% think they deserve another shot.
I'm going to go with no.
Yes.
Not because they don't deserve it, not because they couldn't win it, not because they couldn't become 3-time tag team champions, not for any of those reasons. They absolutely could be tag team champions again. I have no doubt that they could beat the Violators, especially if Tank's the referee and not Michael Lilly, because somebody can actually watch what's going on in the ring and not
Because Tank's
be
biased
distracted
against
in what's going on. But
because Tank's biased against anything I have my hand in. Okay, yeah, he is. You're right.
That is
Maybe we do need
inaccurate.
Lily in there.
Whoa.
anyway, I say no because both of those men are extremely talented, and I think one, if not both of them, could be U.S. champion or even WPW champion in the near future, and I'd like to see them move on to other things than the tag team titles.
I guess if we're living in the world of let's just make up a bunch of stuff that makes no sense. Okay, then sure, I'll agree with you if we live in makeup world.
What?
But you know what? In the real world, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
In the real world, we speak English, and apparently you can't do that either. So there's that.
Hey, you know what I can do? I can eat an apple without having to worry about false teeth falling out of my mouth.
All right, so that leads us to tonight's guest. Everybody, welcome Marcellus Knyght of the fam.
I would like to state his backdrop is my favorite.
I didn't see it, but I'm gonna guess there's some Batman in there at some point.
Let's see. I see a Joker. I see some Randy Orton. What's that one on the end there? I can't see anything there.
That's just, oh, thank you, Morris.
Not Joker.
It's God of War. It's God of War. It's Kratos.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see.
First off, I couldn't hear a word he said. Second off, if he invested a little bit of money in a better camera, maybe I could have made that out. I don't know.
Maybe. So thanks for joining us tonight, Marcellus. How you doing?
Doing all right. Getting a little bored, doing what I can, still hitting the gym up and everything. But, I'm still around, still kicking.
Yeah, definitely. It's difficult on everybody involved not being able to get the shows running as normally. So we do thank you for your time to join us tonight. So first of all, happy Veterans Day to you. Thank you very much for your service. If you guys didn't know, Marcellus Knyght is a veteran, and I think everybody should thank him for his service.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Happy Veterans Day to any other veterans out there among our WPW fan base.
I will actually take the high road here, and I'll be the bigger man. And you know what? Yes, Marcellus Knyght, thank you. You know what? Thank you for your service. Now, let's not let that get to your head because I still can't stand you, and I think you're an absolute horrible wrestler and a piece of garbage for a tag team. But that's just my opinion, and my opinion's right, so it's okay.
Right. So we're going to have
you
Jason
just
sit back for a minute. Marcel, just ignore him for
He just
ignore
upset
him for
that
now.
his worst day would never be nowhere near anything that we can do. He can never get in the ring and compete like a real wrestler. No matter how much he tries to fake it, he will never make it.
I like that.
Oh, you can rhyme. Good job, buddy.
He
Which is more than you can do.
0-2 in
Obviously,
his
you
matches.
couldn't be CEO. That's why you got fired.
That would be 0-1. I've only had one official wrestling match, one-on-one match.
Check, no.
5 minutes alone with
No,
Ross.
that was never a match. That was never a match. That was someone's dumbass calling for a bell twice. That was never an official signed sanctioned match.
I counted that.
That was
might
not a
have
match.
been.
That was not a match.
However, the
0-1.
problem was, which you have participated in, and you got eliminated.
Hey, he's
That's
not
true.
wrong.
Actually, you were
I said
so
one-on-one
scared
matches.
you eliminated yourself.
You know what? Yeah, that's after. Let's see.
After cracking Alex Steele with a briefcase.
Yeah, let's not forget that. And I caused Xavier Frost to get eliminated too. I only enter those things for my best interest.
And then run away like a coward.
Not running away. I'm going to let someone that deserves it win the thing.
Well then, now that you've made everybody angry.
All right. So anyway,
hey.
Marcellus,
No, you can't.
Getting back on topic here, could you tell us a little bit about your time in the military? Oh, maybe what made you join up and what branch you were in? Just give us a little background on that.
Well, I joined in 2002. I figured, I did all I could do here in Missouri, so I figured why not serve my country, go out, see the world, help others that needed help, that couldn't do it themselves, and just, protect our own freedoms from anybody who wants to jeopardize that. So I spent 11 years in. I unfortunately got injured and had to medically retire. And other than that, I'd probably still be in coming right around my 20 years.
Just Monty Shaft, legend in the area and in professional wrestling, says, "Great show, guys. Thank you very much. We greatly enjoy your show as well."
Right. Glad to see you're up and moving around again, Chef. Glad your surgery went well.
So, Marcellus, you get done with your time. It was the Navy, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you're done with your time in the Navy. How do you get involved in professional wrestling? How do you become a wrestler?
Actually, it was always been a dream of mine, and I've just never had the opportunity or know how to get into the business until I went to culinary college, which I have a bachelor's in culinary science. And one of my classmates, turns out her boyfriend was a professional wrestler. And I told her how I've always wanted to be a wrestler, and she introduced me to him. He told me to come try out. We'll see what happens, if I can make it, because as you know, wrestling's not for everybody, Albert. And
never once have I said, "Oh, I want to be a wrestler."
Until he signed the contract.
yeah, well, you signed the contract. Yeah, so, yeah.
For one match.
Anyway, it doesn't matter.
One is
However,
one.
And so it was history at that point. I came in, I trained with the, matter of fact, the guy who brought me in, his name is, everybody may know him, is Curtis, the Shooter Payne. And I came in, started training with him, Chico S. Loco, Scar the Monster, and just a few others to be named, Xavier Frost, Alex Steele, and we just hit it off. I mean, I started off as an announcer, as Reverend Big Pimpin'.
I didn't know that.
But I was the sharpest dressed announcer there was. And then, I mean, after that, it was history. I pretty much trained enough to where I was able to get my foot into the ring, so to speak. And right as I did that, the company we had worked for kind of died down. And then a few years later, everything started back up. And, you know, the fellas I trained with was like, well, we have our own federation. Would you like to come and join us? And I said, damn right. There's no questions needed.
Oh, well, we're glad that you joined us here at
in
WCW.
09.
So, in your time in World Powerhouse Wrestling, you've had quite a bit of success. I believe you were a No Limits champion, and you've been a multiple-time tag team champion with your brother, Alex Steele.
Yes. I've also been the U.S. champ, and I'm only one championship away from being a Grand Slam champ to join those ranks.
And there's only one other person that is in those ranks right now, and that would be the former champion
Victor Cortez.
Victor Cortez, yes.
Yes.
So what I'm hearing is So what I'm hearing here is it's going to be real far-fetched, and you're probably not going to hit that club. Got it.
No, that's not what you're hearing at all. Meaning, that is my next stop. Sooner or later, I will.
Right. Once you've got to get to a certain level to compete for the World Heavyweight Championship, and that level is here.
Oh,
you're
you're
down here. You're way down here, like you can't even be seen on the screen yet, buddy. See, look, he can't even look. See, I mean, it spoke so much truth that he couldn't even respond. That's
when
awesome.
You actually win a championship.
Not a wrestler, bud. Not a wrestler.
No, I said when you actually win a championship. It
not a wrestler,
matter.
so.
That is true. That is true.
All right, Marcellus. So let's bring everybody up to speed here. What's been going on lately? About a year ago, you and your brother were tag team champions, the fam, and you were stripped of your titles, and they were put
Yeah,
into
because
a
someone was
tournament.
jealous and couldn't stand our winning streak.
No, you guys contractually were obligated to defend that title once every 30 days. And you guys went more than 90 days, I believe, without defending the title because someone, your brother, quote unquote, couldn't make it to shows. So therefore,
Actually,
I was told.
Actually, no, due to the CEO not booking a championship title match, we let's see, how could we lose it if you never booked us a title match?
Because he was never there.
That
So
didn't
anyway.
stop you from doing it last show.
Anyway, those titles were put in a tournament to honor our late sound engineer, Adrian Masters. Unfortunately,
May he
the
rest in
COVID
peace.
situation hit, and the fam was doing well in the tournament. It looked like they were going to be in the finals, but the tournament had to be canceled. We recently, in October, had an event at the Collinsville VFW, and so the board had determined that they were going to take the fam and they were going to put them up against somehow your team who had honestly already gotten beat in the tournament. So I don't know how, while you were CEO and their manager, they managed to get up to that spot. But
Money.
I mean, whatever.
the Violators ended up in that match for the titles against the fam. And as we've alluded to, something happened. Alex's Steele's vehicle got torn apart apparently, and he was unable to make it to the event, and Marcellus Knyght had to take on the Violators all by himself. Walk us through that match.
Yeah, but as you saw, I didn't back down, not 1 second. I understood my chances were very slim, but that's not going to stop me from being who I am. So,
stupid. Got it. Okay.
I wouldn't say impossible. Wouldn't say stupid either. I mean, I took them both on. I gave them both a run for their money. It's just the numbers game.
You got your ass handed to you. So.
Well, no, not necessarily. I held my own. They caught me with one off-guard move, and it just so happens that was what was needed. I was tired fighting two guys, but I mean,
they had way more athletic ability and more wrestling talent than you.
Never.
Right.
Okay.
All right. If that's what you think, I mean, where? Hey, can you show me the tag title? Can you show me your tag title? Because I mean, clearly, if you think you're so high right now that you had to have won that match, right? I mean, where's your? Oh, that's right. You didn't win. You're not a tag team champion. The Violators are world tag team champions.
As of right now, but seeing as how someone had to cheat to make sure their precious pets went home with the titles.
You know what? I asked. I tried to find a replacement, and no one was stupid enough to get in that ring with you or with the Violators. You know why? Because you turned on your brother once, cost you guys the tag team championships years ago. So what's to say you wouldn't turn on anyone now that's, maybe trying to help you out, huh? Because that's the kind of guy you are. You're going to stab someone in the back as soon as it, monetarily benefits you.
No, not really. It was
really?
Just
so you want to tell me why you turned on your brother years ago, and now all of a sudden you guys are, we're blood is thicker than water. Are you trying to tell me that he really has forgotten that?
No, that's what family does. We bicker, we argue, we get over it, we come stronger together. It's plain and simple. I mean,
or he leaves you hanging high and dry.
Any family, but I guess the fleas and infestations that you have around you, you can consider that family.
You don't need family when you got money, buddy.
Just to address Michael Lilly there, I don't know anything special. I watched the episode of Uprising, and I could hear the phone call with Jason Halbert, and it started with car trouble, but as it became apparent that there were true damage done to the car. In fact, I believe Halbert even hinted that the car had been
violated. I mean, that was quite a fitting word, apparently.
That tells me right there
Right.
that something
Coincidental.
is a miss. So I don't buy for a second that it was an accident, as you so politely put it.
No, we can't we can't do that, Ruby, because Marcellus Knyght would eat all the concessions for the next 3 shows. We need to make some money there.
Well, seeing as that you're twice as big as I am, and
right, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
We are. What does
right,
your
Marcellus.
scale say? To be continued.
Oh, wow.
Marcellus,
Last time you saw 90210 was on your scale, so I don't want to hear anything. What's up?
Wow.
Man, I kind of like this roasting of Jason Halbert's chestnuts on an open fire.
Well, hey, by the way, Tank, I need you to talk to your wife for me. I left my wallet on your nightstand last night. I need that back.
Ooh. All right.
you see what happened there? He couldn't go toe to toe with Marcellus.
Oh,
so
no.
Yeah,
I'm just letting him make an ass out of himself. And then, I mean,
Here's the thing. You can go and turn your attention in my direction, make your insults. I don't care. You want to know why?
Why?
Because while I am very, very sad that the show got canceled or postponed, I'm kind of happy that you personally are losing money. So it makes me feel good.
How am I losing money?
I mean, you lost money getting fired. All your contracts aren't getting paid out. I feel bad for the rest of the
as far as you know.
Well, let's face it, guys. Right now, the business is slow. COVID's slowed everything down. Nobody's making the money that they want to make. We really need to get to the point where we can get our crowds back, get our shows going again. We miss the people that come see us. We hope that they miss us, and we just would like everything to get going again.
Right.
Yeah. So Marcellus, you guys lost the tag titles.
Yeah.
What's next for the fam? Do you guys go back after the titles, or have you and Alex talked about a plan for the future?
As of right now, Alex is dealing with a lot of personal issues that, I mean, I'm there for him, and he may be able to get back in the ring soon. But as far as that goes, I mean, I'm there for him when he comes back. But I think right now I need to focus on my singles career because there's no telling if or when he can come back.
Because once again, Alex Steele leaves you high and dry. I mean, that's the story of his career for the last 2 years. I mean, you think you got it, and then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh, sorry, I can't make it, buddy."
So,
hey, people got personal issues. Not everybody can sit back in the lap of luxury and not do anything for their life and just make appearances. Sorry, some of us have to actually work.
Yeah.
What I'm hearing here, though, is Knight is putting himself into a position to potentially challenge for one of the singles titles. And
that's what I'm hearing. So do you have your eyes on a plan here?
You know what? Why not just one? I'm going to go after them all.
Oh, God, that's hilarious. That is real funny.
I love how Halbert thinks going from the tag team division to potentially getting the biggest prize in the business to being a letdown. I mean, obviously, that's what happens when you lose your job and don't know what to do with yourself. But that's for another thing.
Your wife says you don't know what to do with yourself, if you know what I mean.
Ooh.
But anyway, no, I mean, tag team division, I mean, don't get me wrong, my Violators are the greatest tag team to ever step foot in WPW. However, the fam have never been that great. Let's go back and let's look at some of their matches, shall we? I mean,
wait,
yeah, they got
the longest running tag team champions in WPW?
Because you never defended your title, and the longest running tag team champions in history, buddy, that's PYT.
I hate to agree with him, but I think he is right.
They held the titles for over a year, buddy.
And wait, who always made the matches to where they never had to defend it? Oh, right.
Whoa. You know what? There were times where Curtis Payne had to defend those damn titles with Virgil as his partner. So, you know what? Don't be throwing that whole little.
you're-
You only booked the
you're
stuff.
telling me that was a disadvantage for Curtis because you were just telling Curtis that he should have been just fine with that.
I mean, he should have been, but however, let's not forget, Virgil's not a wrestler either. So therefore, I mean, that's Curtis can get the job done when it's basically a handicap match. So I mean, you couldn't do it either. You couldn't do it against the Violator. So,
but an extra set of hands to both distract the referee as PYT does, and potentially take some of the beating might.
Matter of
You're
fact,
going to tell.
if I remember correctly, that's how we got our second reign as champions.
That sounds right.
Am I wrong? No, I'm not.
no, you're wrong. Talking about Wrestle War last year, right?
You got a stuttering problem today, Junior.
Well, you know what? I'm sorry that I'm, trying to wait for your video and your audio to catch back up with the rest of us. Why don't you join 2020 with a damn good webcam and, maybe some better audio equipment? How about that, buddy? Huh? How about that, you jackass? But anyway, so let's back up. You're talking about Wrestle War last year, right? Wrestle War, right? That's when you won your second tag team championship or third or however many it was, right? Yeah. So the fault of that's because Curtis Payne went and got a retired wrestler of Damian Blade who hadn't wrestled in over a year to come be his tag team partner for that match. That's how that happened.
However, they still lost.
They did lose.
I'm not arguing that.
And they
did lose with
because Curtis Payne made another boneheaded move.
So. All right.
But I'm still confused because Halbert is now saying that a guy who he mentioned a few weeks ago can be in contention for the U.S. title was a bad partner choice. Why do you always make excuses for the things PYT does, Halbert?
Because
I'm not making any
excuses.
Excuse. Right. Okay, that's what you want to say, buddy.
Halbert's obviously a PYT fan. I mean, he's got the T-shirt
look
on.
Look at the hoodie. I mean...
Yeah, you know what? I would like to see that match. I would love to see the Violators destroy the Freak Show. Alex, okay, that Joey Presley guy must be drinking or something, which doesn't sound like a bad idea right now. Mr. Knight and his amazing Alex Steele are the best tag team. Yeah, if you don't count the Violators or anyone else.
That's valid. I like that.
All right. So Marcellus, while we have you here, throw out tag titles, throw out championships, singles belts, all that stuff. You're given the choice to have one match in WPW. Who do you choose to have that match with? Who's your dream WPW match?
I never really actually thought about it. I'd say if we could get him back, we could bring the Searcher back. I'd like to go toe-to-toe with him once again.
That's kind of funny because that was one of my statements that we didn't get to for True or Poo was Fact or Fiction. The Searcher would make his return to WPW in 2021. Could that be in the horizon for Marcellus Knight?
I mean, to watch Marcellus Knight get his ass kicked by another Hall of Famer? Sure, I'd be up for that.
Yep, because that's all you can do is watch. And not that well, I might add. But anyway.
That's my job now, buddy. I mean, it's one of the many things I got my hand in, so whatever.
But
all right, guys.
Honestly, real quick, and I'll let y'all go. But if I could, may he rest in peace, I would love to go another round with the Hollywood Stud.
Yeah, couldn't disagree with you there.
That was
a
match.
Phenomenal matches. I love those encounters between you two.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm the only reason I'm calming down a little bit is out of respect for the Hollywood Stud. Didn't both of you guys have some sort of miner's glove, and you guys knocked each other out at the same time with that or something? I mean, that was great. I mean, what are the odds? What are the odds that you guys would both resort to the same tactics to try to win that?
Yeah, I mean, great minds think alike.
I mean,
obviously,
it was the No Limits Championship, so
if we thought alike, there's no need to say anymore. You know what I'm saying? It was just wonderful that we had the great experiences that we did, and I wouldn't trade them for anything.
All right, thank you very much, Marcellus. So,
You're
hey,
welcome.
I got a surprise for everybody on here. I have something that I've been holding on to that I haven't let Tank or Halbert know about, and I was wondering, could you stick around with us and see the surprise I have for them?
Oh boy.
Sure.
All
I would
right.
love to.
All right,
scared.
awesome. So, guys, we alluded to this earlier. Intern Kyle has been fired. Didn't perform the job duties up to task. Unfortunately, with the limited budget of the show, finding a replacement was difficult. We only had one candidate apply for the job, and he was hired. Jason, you know him, actually. He said he was a friend of yours.
Who? A friend of Halbert's?
Yeah. His
What?
name was, what was it? Let me check the paper here. Wapo Chancho.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
Friend is not the word I would use to describe the relationship between me and Wapo.
The man tried to kiss me in the ring. I'm not okay with this.
So yes, new
This
intern
is great.
is Wapo Chancho, and he's already completed his first task for the show.
Oh God.
So what a lot of people don't know is, since we haven't been able to run live events, at least from what Wapo's told me, a lot of the personnel from World Powerhouse Wrestling has gone Hollywood. You know, Hollywood's hurting as well due to the COVID crisis, and they're remaking and revisiting a lot of movies, a lot of things going straight to streaming. And so, in trying to save a little bit of money, they're backing away from mainstream stars, and they've reached out. And so we have some posters of upcoming movies that WPW stars are getting ready to be released at remakes in. The first one, you guys loved when Will Ferrell was in it. Step Brothers with Ivan and Johnny Rocca.
Wow.
What?
Jesus.
Oh my.
It would have to be like The Longest Yard. Anytime I even spoke, it had to have subtitles at the bottom because you can't understand what the man says.
All right. Next is a remake of an 80s classic comedy. Guys, several WPW stars are going to be in the remake of Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh my
Is that
That
Jake
would be
Prater?
Reed Rain and Playboy Double A. And that would be Jake Prater, Sid Holland, and Johnny Rocco.
Oh
my God.
Now,
Wow.
never mind that they made a sequel to this movie with the original cast not too long ago. Hollywood does not wait on remakes, and they're going back and remaking Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure with Uriah Jr.
Oh my God.
Wapo's in the back. Oh,
Oh wow.
Oh my God.
I'd
Oh,
watch that. I
I would watch that. I would pay to
Well,
watch.
that would imply that we could get Uriah away from a bar for more than 30 minutes.
all right, guys.
Oh my God.
Whatever you think of Jason, he's definitely a dynamic character who demands attention, and he got his own feature remake of a classic Steve Martin movie, Jason Halbert in The Jerk. A rags to riches to rags story. We'll have these on our Facebook page so you can download them.
Oh
at
my
home as
God.
well.
It hurts. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
I got a cramp in
I mean,
my side.
congratulations, Jason.
Oh my God. Oh.
All right.
Oh.
So essentially, you've compared me to the acting ability of the great Steve Martin. I'll take that.
He's a wild and crazy guy.
Oh, God.
All right. Finally for tonight. Marcellus, I'd like to congratulate you on your upcoming role. We have a little video clip. Audio got cut off of it, so we had to subtitle it. A remake of one of my favorite movies from my college days in the 90s. Originally starring Ice Cube and Chris Tucker.
Oh my God.
In the role of Big Worm, Marcellus Knyght.
Oh God. That would imply he has hair too.
Hollywood, they could do
Yeah, I
special
got
effects.
curls. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That's amazing.
Oh man.
oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that is wonderful.
Wapo had sent me a few more, but we'll have to save those for another day.
There you go. You can almost see the Vader etch on there. Almost.
Oh
All right.
man.
So congratulations, guys. We're proud of you. As more of those movies get made and come in, we'll feature some more of those on future episodes.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Jesus Christ. Do we have to?
I am
Wapo's assured me
I
there is
can't
no
wait.
shortage of movie posters or other kinds of pictures that are going to be coming in.
Oh boy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Oh man.
I don't know that.
I'm already excited.
Yeah, I'm checking.
We don't need to know that.
Wapo said he's more than willing to take over the booking calendar for the show, and so he said he'd be more than happy to be a guest and sit with you during the interview, Jason.
No, absolutely not.
Yes.
That ain't gonna happen. He ain't coming in my studio.
I think
Hell
that-
no.
I think that
Hell
needs to
no.
happen.
Hell no.
I will match whatever we need to make that happen.
There is not enough. There is not enough money in the world for me to sit in a room with that man again. His ass got fired, and it was the greatest thing I've ever done. Firing him. No.
I think this should happen.
I think you're ugly. So
I think it's gonna happen.
no,
think it's gonna
it's not. I can guarantee you it's not gonna.
Yeah, well, you don't get paid to think. So.
I'm the executive director of the show, buddy. So yeah, I make the final call. Not gonna happen. I don't know if there's enough alcohol in the world.
That
Oh,
would
Jesus
be
Christ.
All right, so
phenomenal.
great news. We talked about it earlier. Next week we have the WPW champion Reed Rain coming on with us. Then we're going to take a break. We won't be broadcasting the week of Thanksgiving. Everybody's going to have some time with their families. Then after Thanksgiving, we have the one and only Xavier Frost as our
that
guest.
Oh,
great.
Jesus Christ!
I'm
I'm
excited for that.
gonna not be feeling well.
All right, guys, we ready to wrap this up?
I think so.
All right.
Instead of just the awkward, everyone just kind of whatever at the end. Let's do a little bit of a throwback here to some music as we go away here. One of the greatest tag teams in history.
Is it Bad Street USA?
Damn right it is. So anyway, hold on real quick. He got fired. I thought his green card got revoked. Yes, I thought Wapo's green card did get revoked. I don't know. But anyway, all right. So we will try to do this again next week, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Reed Rain's going to be on next week, so there we go. Once again, I am your host, the voice of WPW, the great Jason Halbert, signing off. We will go. Shane, you're up next.
Shane Jones, thanks for joining us. We look forward to seeing you next week. Marcellus, thanks for joining us tonight.
Head referee Sherman Tang, thank you guys for joining us. Thank you, Knight, for joining us. Albert, screw you.